All right, gang, we're going to give this a try. Here is the large canvas part 2, and we'll see if I can figure out how to rotate it, because I don't know. I'm still messing with settings. Here we go. There he is. So we're going to give this a try and see how it goes. So stay tuned. Right. No, I guess that's going to go a little better doing it that way. So we'll try it that way. See what happens. Right. We'll see what happens. All we can do is try. Because it's the massive, giant mystery canvas, and we need to know. Inquiring minds want to know. I had people at church want to know. Say, what are you drawing? What are you painting? I was like, I want to know what it is. I'm like, well, we have to wait and see. And 90% of trying to do a live consists of setting up a zillion pounds of lighting. And yeah, predominantly a zillion things of lighting so far. Where I'm at with that. So, trying to get the whole shebang in, right? We're going to get it in? Maybe. Potentially. Here we go. Okay. The goal is to not knock the camera over. And lots of other goals, actually. We got goal. Okay. So, here's this. Because we're messy. And we don't want to be messy on our nice clothes. We can be messy on our art stuff. So here's this. And I'll give you something entertaining to look at while I fill up the water bucket, because guess who didn't fill it up ahead of time? Sometimes you just take on too much. Do it in. So here's the Mr. Canvas. This is the little turtle. I told you earlier that my African name is Turtle. The pronunciation of turtle in Fafulde is Hunyare. Yes, Hunyare. Hunyary or Yare. Because that's about as fast as I moved uphill in Cameroon. So we're going with that. I don't know. There you go. Hopefully I'm not in the way, and hopefully you can still see the painting. And a lot of hopes there, which we're trying. We're still trying. All right, let's mess with that. Did that help our cause any? Not really. We're still trying to get that painting in. Yep. Oh. There was a teaser. If anybody was watching, you might have seen what I'm drawing. I don't know about that. We might have given it away. All right, you ready? Here we go. So, I apologize if the canvas is not great. Yeah. Not sure if it's any better that way. So, short of you sticking you on my head, that may be the only hope we're going to have for this. Okay. All right, let's get started. So, what I should have done last time is ask the Lord to help me as I'm talking with you all. So we're going to do that. Father, thank you for this opportunity to spend time with whoever might see this. I pray that it would be an encouragement to them and to me as we think about our blessings in you and think about all the ways that you help us grow. And we'll see what happens. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Okay. As you may or may not have seen, this is what I'm attempting to draw over here. So we're going to give it a try. But because it is such a massive canvas, I do mean massive, we need an assistant with another palette knife item. Okay. All right, so I'm going to come into a little tree area right here. And try to straighten that out just a little bit because it's not exactly right. I know there are people who put tape down and all that, and I've done that. Yes, I have. Yes. Okay, so this side over here, I'm gonna mess with this a little bit. Right here. Okay. So what I did is I took one of my photos and ran it through artificial intelligence, otherwise known as AI nowadays, because that's the catchphrase in 2025. And let it modify some images. And this is one of the ones I got, and I kind of liked it. So we're going to play with this a little bit, see what happens. I hope you can see the corner there. So our church had a work day today. The highlight of that was there was a bunch of teenagers and whippersnappers that were not quite teenagers. And they found a gecko in the hallway. And that poor gecko was feared for his life. Yes, he was. So I managed to get a picture of all those hooligans with it. And it's pretty cute. I sent it to their parental units. So they're going to have fun messing with that later. So yeah, it'll be cool. Okay. All right. So, all right. That was just to get some stuff on. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now we're going to change devices and work on the tree. Right. Hope you guys are having a good day. This is the soonest I could get to this painting because life is life as well, you know. And it is. And I looked longingly at this painting several times this past week, but I could not get to it. And that is going to have to be what it's going to be because you know how it goes. But we'll see how this comes out. Yeah. Right. So we're going to do some trees. And trees are not, you know, tame. They're not really tame most of the time. I love trees. I hope you guys are getting outside to see some fun fall foliage. Fall foliage is important. And it's fun to say if you're going to talk about it. Fall foliage. Yeah. Here. So, all right. Yes. Okay. Yep. Here. Now it looks like it's going to be really light. It's not. Acrylic paint dries darker. So it's not going to be as scary as it potentially looks right now. And that's fine. That's what we want. We're putting in a tree line. And then I'm about to probably do something a little on the stunningly violent side for a minute here. Do we do that? Is that right? Well, it is art. And, the stunningly violent side can be interesting sometimes. What is she doing? Why is she? Okay, we'll see later. I gotta get it in right now, though. All right, I think it's still going, even though it decided it wanted to crash and burn on me. So here we go. I don't know. I knew it was going to be a learning curve. So thanks for learning with me. And let's see. We're probably also fighting what do you call it? Bandwidth. Yeah. I know. So I don't know if I told you this or not, but the AC blower bit the dust. They're coming Monday to fix it. It's 73 in the house. Well, no, correction. It's 72. No. Out 73 outside, 70 degrees inside. Mm-hmm. Yep. Sort of. Sorry, guys. I haven't totally figured it out yet. We'll figure it out. Yeah. It's opposite. What's on the camera is opposite of what's happening. So it's not going to be centered the way we want it to be centered. Okay. Someday we'll get that figured out. All right. We're getting the big ones in first, right? Yeah. Yep, right there. And the goal is to not make them all uniform. So I think we're going to convince this one to face that way. Yep. All right. Now we have a little bit of further. Right here. Facing down. And right here. Just kind of facing this way. A little bit. Mm-hmm. I am thankful for a beautiful day outside. It really is beautiful. Absolutely marvelous. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, so today's lesson from the Lord to me came on ball thing. Okay. So to back up, I'm working on enjoying the present. That's the key phrase that the Lord's working on me right now. And enjoying the present means contentment in Him. Yeah, that's what that means. So I'm gonna grab a brush for a second. Went to Starbucks after working at the church, and on the cup, little barista put in enjoy on the cup. And for the enjoy part, she did the N with the Enya sign in like the Spanish language, which I thought was cool. I thought that was really neat. All right. What am I doing? I'm discussing shadow in this region here, which I don't know if you can tell in there or not, but it does have it. Yeah. I'm not an expert on sunflowers, but they do have a little bushy part at the end of their leaves. So we're just kind of giving some background to it. Why didn't I put the sunflower circles in with a brush? Because I didn't want them perfect. I wanted them imperfect. Um, you'll see, is what I can say to that one. Just wait. You'll get it eventually. You'll see what happens. It's just about everything in life is wait and see, isn't it? Wait and see. Wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and He shall strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. There's that. You're gonna have to look up the reference because I don't know right off the top of my head. And all right, let's see. Okay, let's start in the back. So we're gonna do this here. I know. Here we go again with this yellow, right? Just putting it straight on the canvas. Is that a lot? Yes. For something this large, you're gonna have to do it that way. Yep. Because it's large and in charge. Okay. It is. It's very large. Okay. All right, here we go. Right. So that back yellow part is not um, very wide as far as the strip of it. Yeah, it doesn't really take up a whole lot. It looks like it does because of the sunflowers that are in there, but it doesn't really take up that much space. So I'm kind of giving it a little spatula. Where did I put it? Probably in my over fastidiousness. Somewhere. I don't know where. We got off there. I just want to get the paint moving first to see if I got enough paint to make the whole line. And then we're going to have a discussion about what else goes in there with that. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to give this a little indentational bump in the middle here. Okay. And they say, that's a lot of paint. Yes, it is. And that's okay. Because once I start putting other things with it, I need a lot of paint. I'm getting that horizon line a little bit. All right. I'm not too worried about it. All right, so we basically got them going all the way across, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much all the way. How we doing? We still got video, so we're good. Hopefully. One of the guys at church was like, "You're like Bob Ross." I'm like, "I need a wig, so if somebody can send me a Bob Ross wig, and I will happily wear it for about 1 second, and then I will be roasting to death." So, yeah. All right. Now we'll go in with some. Where are my other things? Here we go. It's called Hooker's Green. And I'm going to add Some of that yellow. Well, you know what? Enough yellow on there. See what happens. Yeah. That's why I love palette knives, because there's going to be all kinds of stuff that's going to happen once I get it. Yep. Mhm. I don't know if I lost y'all or not. So, welcome to technology struggles. Yeah, it is. It's a struggle. Mm-hmm. Yep, it is. Let me get him in the zone. He's not in the zone. Mm-hmm. All right. I apologize, gang. The struggles with technology, right? Look what we got. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know what causes it to go off. It says 38 minutes, so it may have still been going. We're just going to keep going. Yeah. All right. Now, some of this down here, I'm going to add the black and the green. Palette knives are flinging. They're flinging off the screen. All right, there's going to be a lot of crisscross things going on. Yeah. Miscellaneous item to go with that. Because it does get lighter, it goes towards the back. It's an occasional gust of something. More pink. Mm-hmm. We might almost use up the black paint, which the tube is like 4 years old. I'm kind of lightly shocked by that, but hey, okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to add some of this in here. And then you can move it in a direction you want to move it in. Okay. Let's see. Mhm. Little by little. It doesn't have to be gorgeous instantly. It's not designed to be. It's intentionally messy. Then that's okay. Yep, it is okay. Okay, so some of that it's gonna have mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. We'll get involved up there later. Right now I'm gonna put in the base. Yeah. I like how it adds dimension when you put those in like that. All right, in order to do the middle, bump this up. Apologize for the wobble effect. It's about to ensue, but it won't be long. I want that green root to stand out down there. I'm not trying to make it look close to it down there. Yep, I got my first smear of paint on me. Yes, I did. Yeah. Okay, close enough. Back. There you go. Get in here. Careful with the touch. Over here. Right. I'm gonna add some more yellow to that later. For the moment, I'm just letting it be. All right. I'm gonna switch to orange first. I want to put work from dark to light on the petal for the flowers so that it blends. And let's see what happens with all that, right? Get you a little closer for a second. Looking for some paint. Lining it up again. Cadmium orange hue, because that's what I have. Put some more yellow in. There are leaves falling from the trees and sprinkling upon the ground. My favorite time of year. Beautiful colors. Favorite. Yeah. What's over here? Maybe a little more. All right. Ready? Got a good look at it. There we go. And this way. Back. I don't know, guys. We're trying. I'm trying to get this crazy thing in the camera lens. Is not as easy as you would think. All right, here we go. So I'm taking some Indian yellow with black and some orange. Yeah. Why am I doing that? Because I want that deep yellow kind of. I want it in there first. To have a discussion with it. So, okay, here. All right, here goes nothing. Right. Yeah, and I picked up some blue. See? Right here. Mhm. Rule number 2 about a giant canvas is it takes up a lot of space. A lot of space. Yes, it does. Mhm. Yeah, it does. Mhm. You see how that blue sneaked on there? He sneaked on there while I wasn't looking. He did sneak on there. We'll use him. Yep. Yep. I know. It looks like a disaster ball. That's okay. Yep. Alright. I'll fix it in a minute. I just wanted to put it on there and be like, that's where that goes. And where that goes. Okay. All right, now let's see about that one. The thing is it's not really black. It's got that yellow in it. Mm-hmm. It has all of that in there. You see that? That's what I love about it. Yeah, it's not really perfect. Your eye thinks it's perfect, but it's not. All right. I don't know what is going to happen. We have this. Mm-hmm. 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 All right, now for some risky experiment, because I don't know what it's going to do, but we're going to add up to it. Yep. I'll put some yellow in. Technically, it's going to be yellow and white because that's what it is. It's yellow and white. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Ready? Don't give up yet. Don't give up. Don't give up without a fight yet. One of the things I've learned is art is completely contingent on the beholder. Some people are going to be like, that's terrible. Looks like poop. Just give it a little bit. It doesn't have to be amazing just yet. It'll get there. I'm just giving you the idea of it'll get there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, the bottom is darker. It's not designed to be as bright as the top because the sun's coming in from a different direction. Got a little too excited about that, didn't we? Okay. Mhm. Get quiet because my brain's working hard. Yeah, the brain's working hard. It's thinking about it. It doesn't quite know what to do with some of that. I mixed up yellow and white. And cleaning the palette knife off after every run to maintain the integrity of the yellow and the white for the most part. I really do like the palette knife for those crisp edges on it. I don't mind it being messy. Um, mhm. I don't mind it being messy. All right. What do we do? Mhm. How we do? Can you see it okay? All right. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Best to leave that alone for a while. We'll get to it. Yep. Okay. Was that the hardest one? I don't know. It might have been. It might have been. Potentially. Undecided on that. Yeah, undecided. I'm just adding a brief discussion of orange in here. Okay. All right. Now, let's remind ourselves it has a round middle. Yep. Yeah, it does. Hmm. Well, we're going on an hour. Might do one more, but it's not going to be as detailed as that one, right? So let's see. This right here. Mm-hmm. Kitten with string. That's actually pretty cool. Most of it's gonna on the inside. Alright, is it really yellow? No, it's actually yellow and white. If you look at it, and honestly, I'd say it has a little bit of orange in it too. Mhm. Yeah, it really does. And they're like, "What are you doing?" I don't. I'm like, okay. And we have some layers over it. Right? It was just a thought. That didn't come out like you wanted it to. No, it didn't, but that's okay. Because this comes over it. Just like that. See that? Mm-hmm. It's not. Because it's facing the other way, the petals are not fully developed in here. Mm-hmm. Pick you up. Mm-hmm. But they do stand out against that green really nicely. It's just a placeholder. It's not the end product. Mm-hmm. Now out here, we got a lot bigger defined out. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Does that help your brain if I put the middle back in there? It helps mine. I'm like, oh, okay, so there's some kind of something happening in here. Mm-hmm. No. There'll be room. Go back over it here in a minute. But as you can see, some of those petals, it's messing with that. Mm-hmm. We'll clean that up a little bit later. It's okay for now. All right, so back to what's happening down here. I'm putting some of these in here because they fit. They fit down there. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Pull that down. Mm-hmm. Okay, if it's in there and mixed in. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna leave that alone. She says, right. Okay. She says, promises, promise. Right. Um, not yet. Almost. Mhm. Okay. All right. It's a start. Not designed to look exactly like the picture at all, but we're in the ballpark. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and keep on keeping on. More fun later.